Hey Jamie, thanks for the question. So basically when I'm looking at a prep center, we're just looking at the average prep cost, right, of a product. So it depends what prep you want, but if you're just looking at normal prep, you know, just prepping the units, just getting them ready for Amazon, not bundles or anything else like that, then in the UK you should be looking at a price, you know, sort of 40, 60 cents, something like that. It depends on the service, right? But for me, what I like to do is make sure that they've got a good rep. And I'm more interested in having someone that's going to take care of my products and making sure they've got insurance, making sure they got the right facilities, and it's not just, you know, some guy in his or girl in their bedroom. I mean, fair enough, right? Everyone starts somewhere. But for me, I want to know that they're going to be able to handle new clients, new customers, and make sure they're going to be able to handle my volume, because, you know, we're increasing volume, for example, in the UK. We've only just started 2 months ago. So the volume's increasing every single month. And, you know, some months are doubling. And when we get into Q4, you know, can they handle it? I've just done a really in-depth video on this actually in the Navigator community. So it's in the part called Growth Engine. It's all about, you know, taking your business from you, or at least beginning to take it from you, and growing your business. Starting to become that CEO of your business, the owner, and not just the operator. And I speak about one of the easiest ways to do this is with a prep center. And some people put it off for years. Well, I would advise not to. I did it, put it off for many, many years, but I wish I'd have done it years earlier. And when I did, then it's just like you've got someone working for you, you know, all the time, whenever products come in, and not just someone, but a whole team. And you haven't got to worry about it. You can manage the cost of the products in your margins, right? You just find products and you just calculate that in there. SellerAmp SaaS, which we use, you know, that does it for you. I'm sure the others do it, BuyBot Pro and that. But yeah, it's definitely a game changer, getting a prep center. You know, it's one of the first things I believe you should be outsourcing as soon as possible, because then you can focus on finding more products with more margin, you know, different strategies, and you can just keep on pushing product in, and you haven't got to stop your whole business to prep that product. You may be saving 50 cents or 50 pence a unit, but 50 pence a unit, you can easily find products where you can manage that in your margin and just include it in your margin. And what could you do? You know, if you weren't prepping for 4 hours on one day, you could be sourcing more products. All you got to do is find, you know, another 3 or 4 products, something like that. Just find good quantity, and then you've already paid for all of those products being shipped in, right? When I think about it like that, just find one more product that can make profit, that can pay for all your prep fees, and then you're in the green. Let's go. All right, so if you want to check out the FBA Navigator community, there's a free area of the community, but there's a massive amount of value there. But inside the community, inside the paid area, it's another level. So yeah, check it out, link in my profile. I'll see you on the other side.